Hello everyone, how are you? I hope all is well. This is Jerry Graham, your regional specialist from the STEPS project. Coming to you again this week on a video that will provide you with tips on keeping your head above water during this time. I know a lot of information that you're getting right now is based towards your business, towards you, the head person of your operations, and it's overwhelming. And so I want to keep the videos that I'm sending to you focused on you, the individual. How are you keeping yourself grounded? How are you keeping yourself sane? How are you maintaining your social, emotional, and mental state of being? Okay, and so today we're going to focus on 5 ways to stop feeling overwhelmed. I saw this great article in Best Health online magazine and extracted 5 great points that we can use to help suppress that feeling of being overwhelmed during this time. I don't know about you, but I'm overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed with just what's going out there in the world with COVID-19 and just hearing the horrific stories in different states and different parts of the world. I'm overwhelmed, worried about my children, my 2 adult sons, one who is unemployed right now, him and his wife, and the other son who is working in a hospital every day as a healthcare profession, as a radiologist. And, you know, I'm overwhelmed just thinking about that. I'm overwhelmed thinking about my parents who are in their early 70s and early 80s, and just making sure that they stay indoors and that no one goes to visit them. There's a lot to be overwhelmed about. All right, and so like me, I'm sure you are too. But I found 5 great strategies in this article that's going to help you stop feeling overwhelmed and give you some ways in which you can channel that feeling away from you more and focus more on what you need to do. All right, so let's dive into this. All right, so the first tool that I want you to use is capture it. And so take that overwhelming feeling out of your head. How do you do that, Jerry? Well, write it on paper. Distance itself from you. So everything that you know you have to do that's overwhelming you, that there are tasks that you have to do, projects you have to deal with, things you're worrying about, write them on paper. Distance yourself from them. Write down every task that's worrying you. So it's called capturing it. All right. The next tool you want to use is chunking it. What do I mean by chunking it? Well, group your tasks together in larger chunks. For example, all the tasks that are overwhelming you, that deals with your family, put in a chunk. That deals with your business, put in a chunk. That deals with the church, your church, put in a chunk. That deals with your community, your health. Put them in chunk. Organize it in chunks. And what that does is help you to see your world a little more clearly. All right. So capture it. Write it down, chunk it in smaller groups, and then you're going to choose it. All right, so a lot of times it's not that we have too much on our plate that's overwhelming us. A lot of times it's because there is very little of things on our plate that we truly enjoy doing. Let's admit, there are tasks that we enjoy doing. For example, this video. I enjoy doing this. It's a task that I have to make sure that I'm writing down, that I'm getting it done. Is it a task that overwhelms me? No, because I enjoy doing this. All right, so you want to look at your chunks that you created and prioritize the ones that make you feel strong, the ones that you love, the ones that you truly enjoy. All right, those are the ones that you want to do what? Those are the ones you want to do first. Why do you want to do those first? It helps to build up your self-esteem, to build up your strength, to build up your resilience so that you can get through everything else. All right, so capture it, chunk it, choose it, then Number 4, take action. All right, so you gotta take action. All right, you can't just capture it, chunk it, choose it, great, and that's it. You gotta take some action. So what do? Action is the antidote for feeling overwhelmed. It's the medicine. So you have that bad cough, that bad cold, that medicine becomes the antidote. You feel overwhelmingly thirsty after a good workout or a nice neighborhood walk. The antidote for that may be a nice, cool glass of water. So action is the antidote for feeling overwhelmed. It's the medicine, all right? The act of doing. Very often, it's not the activities that stress us out. It's worrying about them that does that, all right? So what do? Just begin. The simple action of beginning can support alleviating that anxiety and that stress. So take action on those taskers that you wrote down, that you clustered, and that you were able to choose the ones to do first that brings you the most joy. And finally, focus. Okay, so number 5 is focus. So focus on the tasks at hand. Think about what you're doing rather than what you're not getting done. Or like we like to say, think about the glass half what? Half full. A lot of times we think about the glass being half empty, and that can be overwhelming. All right, so think about your projects that way. Worry and time have a very inverse relationship, meaning they move in opposite directions. All right, so the more you worry about something, the less time you're putting towards action. All right, and the more time you worry about something is the less time you're putting in to doing it. So both of those are suspended. Worry and time are suspended. They're canceled out when you simply focus on beginning what's in front of you and doing it. All right, so those are my 5 tips on how to help you suppress that feeling of being overwhelmed. All right, you want to capture it, you want to chunk it, you want to choose it, you want to take action, and then you want to focus. All right, I hope that helps. And remember from last video, we talked about breathing. And I've heard from a couple of you providers out there that said you actually practiced that last week, that you stop in between times of your day to breathe. So good, continue doing that. Before I close out, I wanted to read to you a short passage from one of my favorite authors, and hopefully yours too, Iyanla Vanzant. And this is a very old book. This is one of her first books that she kind of came out with decades ago, but still relevant today. And it's Every Day I Pray. And there's prayers in here for everything, every situation, every scenario. And I was looking through it today and came across one, prayer for the overwhelmed. That's us. That's how we feel right now during this COVID-19 crisis. So bear with me for a minute or less so that I can bless you with this prayer. All right, prayer for the overwhelmed. Dear God, I don't need to know how. I don't need to know when. I don't need to know why. I don't need to know where. All I need to know is who. Thank you for being the who is always there for me, the one who never fails to respond to my frantic pleas for help. Thank you for being the one who is always dependable, ready and able to support, to protect me, to guide me through the situations I face in my life. Thank you for being the one who knows the answer and offers it freely. No matter where I am or what I may need, you are always the one who will take me by the hand and pull me through. Thank you for being the one who knows me better than I know myself, who loves me when I can't find love within myself, No matter what the situation or experience, our God are who I need and what I need. Thank you for being just who you are, for supporting me, guiding me, and pushing me into being a better me. For who I inspire, for who you inspire me to be, I am so grateful. And so it is. All right, the prayer for the overwhelmed. All right, so this week, we're not going to be overwhelmed. We're going to breathe. We're going to practice these 5 tips on the video. And we are going to practice being proactive about some of those heavy tasks that are at hand right now. All right, pass this video on to other providers, family members, and friends within your circle. And I hope everyone have a great week. I hope your Easter was a blessed one. And I'll see you all next week. And I will talk to everyone this coming up week with our weekly check-in phone calls. All right? Have a great week, everybody. And I'll see you soon. Take care.